hi. I need to do some nose drawing. It's been a little while since I've done one of these, but I figured now would be a good, decent time. Because I actually have been working on this pretty much almost every day, so because I think that was like a new goal of mine. Because what I've been doing recently, I've been actually let me turn this down. It's a little bit loud for me. I'm trying to think. Hang on, how do I do that? There we go. It's a bit better. Yeah. Let me actually turn it up then. But yeah, I've been working on this almost every day. Because I've been like waking up early before work and working on it for a little bit, then going to work. And I've actually made some decent progress with it, so we're like almost done with this scene that I was like half done with for a while, so F-steak. You want a good night? Yeah, I'll show you what I got real quick. Where are we? Yeah, so where was I last time? I think I was up to here? I know I was like up to here, so I was roughly like halfway done with this scene. When I left off with this last time, when I last streamed like a month ago. And since then I've done quite a lot of progress, so... Let me show you real quick. Hang on. Where am I? I was trying to get like all this like working. And hopefully it's alright, but it was a lot. Let me pause this. Again, I hate fucking computers in my gear. But yeah, let me play this.
Oh, yeah. Yes!
Hey, Chie, you look great.
Aw, sheesh.
Man, you guys look hot. Well, we did get to see them in swimsuits, so it's not all bad.
And yeah, I'm currently working on that right now, so I've got like a general idea of like how I want to get this to work, but it's just going to be a bit difficult to get this to work. Because the idea is that I want like the puke to continuously loop, so I have to kind of like well, I got like an idea of like how I want to do it, but it's like very complicated. Because I can like make it like loop, and that's what I want to do, but we'll see. Let me get this playing again. Yeah. It's literally drawing puke, exactly. How complicated could it be, right? But I wanted it to be like continuously like flowing animation that just like loops in on itself. But to be fair, it's literally going to be on screen for what? For like 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 frames, so... But even so, I can make an infinite like GIF out of it if I really want, so... Might be cool. So first of all, I gotta draw like a wheel. A wheel. How do I wanna? Yeah, because I'm actually gonna stretch this out afterwards. So, and then like mask it. So, I can figure this out later on. So we go like this, and then we go like this. Right? Yeah. That should do it. I just want this to be in like the dead center, even though it doesn't have to be perfect, but get as close as we can, right? Yeah. There we are. That should do. Yeah, because I'll stretch it out later and I'll fix that later on, so it's alright. What's the old saying? We'll fix it in post, right? Hang on, let me get the link for this as well. Hold on. so I can post it in my social medias. I'll stretch it out later. Shut up, me. So let me know if you can hear the music. I'm pretty sure you should be able to, but let me know if it's too low or something. So I can never like really tell. I can turn it on if I need to. Yeah. And let me post it in the Discord. Also, shout out to the Discord. Actually, I might put that in the chat. It's been a minute since I've done that, so actually, might be a good idea. Where are we? How do I always forget how to do this? Copy server ID. Is that right? No, I want a link to the server. Invite to the server. There we are. Excuse me. I want a link to the server. I don't want to invite anybody to the server. Hang on. Goodness gracious. I find it surprising that it's already been 10 years since the first animation of Persona 4, right? And I think it's getting like quite a while since like the last part as well. So that's why I'm like I need to get this, because like I was like debating like how long this was gonna take. Because I was more or less like working on this like probably for like an hour, 2 hours like every week, and I'm like this is gonna take forever. So that's why I've like started working on it on a more regular basis. So now it's actually making some good progress. So my aim is to hopefully get this done by next year, maybe. No promises on that, but we'll see. How do I get the server link? Bloody hell. No, I don't want to invite friends. Oh my god. How do I do this? Is that right? Hang on, I think this might be right. There you go. Jesus Christ. And let me pin that. There we go. Fantastic. Yeah, so I'm just trying to think how I can do this. I probably want to like cut this up into chunks, right? And then make each chunk like its own same thing. Right? Yeah. Or maybe have two halves that kind of like split, right? I could do that as well, I guess, yeah. A Persona animation every 5 years in my life is yours, right? Yeah, well, if I, the problem is, because I'm like always like so busy with work, because more or less it's like, I gotta work from, for 8 hours a day, and then once I'm done with work, I come home and it's like, wow, cool, time to sleep, and then when I wake up, time to go to work again, so, where I didn't have a job, it was easy to work on this every day, but unfortunately, rent does not pay itself, so it's the real shame. But yeah, now that I've been like waking up early and just waking up before work, it's been quite good actually. So, because originally I was like waking up early before work and then going to the gym, and I was like, why don't I just like work on my cartoons instead? So. Same kind of deal. More or less exactly what I was like doing before, except I'm like just drawing for a couple of hours, so before going to work. Instead of going to the gym, so yeah, which is kind of a mild shame because I was like enjoying going to the gym, but it's alright, fine. I'll get this done and then I can go back to doing that. Right. No rush. Okay, so the idea is that. We want to zoom in. 300. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. Get nice and close. And then we draw over this, right? Actually, like, I'll draw over the whole entire... Yeah, actually, yeah, I'll draw over this whole entire circle, and then we'll go in with the details, right? And then I can just, like, loop the details on the other side. That's a good idea. Yep. I'm just trying to, like, figure this out in, like, my brain. Trying to figure out how this will work. I got it, though. Because, like, I'm very good at, like, visualizing things, like, mentally, so... I know, wow, like, it was... That's always, like, never been too hard for me, so... Imagination. Right. Okay, excellent. Alright, so let's trace over this. I probably don't want to make this, like, straight. Because this is, like, liquid, so... So get a little bit of curvature to it. So where's the others? I was like, why is the next song not playing? Like, speaking of the Discord, I haven't, like, checked if, No, okay, it's fine. I was just checking to see if the other servers had anything new, but no, nothing new. Do you do the voices yourself, or you hire people to do them? Well, the original dub was actually done by somebody else entirely. And I was a big fan of the dub, because what happened was somebody took the original comic, the Hi Am Daisy comic, and they did their own voice dub to it. And I was a big fan of that voice dub. It was like one of those things that'd be like, oh, that'd be cool if like somebody animated that someday. And then I was like working on one of my own personal projects, and it wasn't working. I was having a hard time with it, and I was like, you know what if I like start that project right now? So then I did, and the rest is history. So if you haven't seen it, go check out the original voice dub by Sapphire. Because I'm more or less, I'm just taking that and I'm just animating to it, so. Which, it's very surprising that like some people don't even realize that that's a thing, so. Which is very odd, because like I always like link to it at the end of the video, but maybe some people don't even make it that far, or they get to the end of the video, just close it. Credits? I don't want to look at that. Forget it. I don't want to read. Ew, gross. Yeah, but there has been like some money that I've put into this product myself, because I paid someone to do backgrounds for me, or help out with backgrounds. And not to spoil anything, but there's going to be an original song in the full version, so that's cool. But you'll have to wait for that one. All in due time. Because I'm gonna release the whole entire dub as like a one long video once it's all done and dusted, so you can watch the whole entire thing as one video. That's the plan anyway. Because part 4 is going to be its own thing, but part 5 is going to be included in the full thing, so. I can only imagine what scene it is, right? Exactly. Yeah, but I do remember I used to like go back and like watch the original dub. on a semi-basic, on a semi-yearly basis, so I always just found it was like very funny. Always made me laugh at least. And it's one of those things as well, like with like things that are based off existing works, you want the you want something that people can enjoy, even if they don't have any context of the original work itself. So, because I think that's like always like the best parodies. People can find it funny, even have like no context of the original show, so or the original like works that it's based on. So, where people that do have context of the you know, what it's based on, then they just get that much more enjoyment out of it, right? So. And I guess it also has benefited the way that this like dub is paced as well. Because like it's very fast, it's like breakneck speed. It's like gives you whiplash. It's like while you're like laughing at like one joke, the next joke has already begun. Because I think it's like I've seen some like people like try to do reaction videos to some of my videos, and by the time it's like they had to like pause the video to actually say something. Because it's just continuously like this and then this and then this and then this, right? So it's just non-stop, does not stop. I don't care that you have no context for this joke. Next joke! Right. Okay, so that looks like that. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So I got a big hoo here. So I can get rid of this now. Yep, okay. Actually, probably didn't need to zoom in this far, but... No, actually, I might want to like... Okay, I'll like do some... I'll do some like sketches first, so I know where to go. Right? Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. So then we'll do some like little like puke droplets. Oh goodness. This song is loud. This song is too high. Next. There we go. I'll also had watching the animations, and surprisingly good non-stop pacing of the jokes. Right. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, I guess it's like always like, because I guess it goes with like any like animated project, right? Because the problem with, I've definitely like talked about this on stream before, but like a lot of people, they'll do like blank animated, and it's just like a bunch of characters like standing there like talking to each other. And it's like, you can do anything with animation, just like you should elevate the original context up like further than, you know, what it already is. Actually, I guess I should do this actually, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going for like this kind of like look, right? Yeah, I guess I just wasted time drawing that, that's fine, whatever. But yeah, you should definitely like, you know, take the context of like what you're, if you're like trying to base like something off like something else, you should like, you know, try to elevate it. It should like mirror the existing work of like, you know, not like one-to-one, but, you know, as good, if not better. But then I guess like a lot of people like to like just make animations just for fun, so don't take it seriously. Just to, like, make something, I guess. Or I'm like, no, you can do better. Come on, man. But you're right, whenever someone does a reaction video, they tend to pause quite a bit to cut some of the jokes off midstream, right? Yeah, I think I did see somebody that did try to do a reaction video and they did not pause at all. And like they were like trying to get like a word in edgewise and they couldn't like do anything. It's quite funny. They tried to say something and like already the video kept on going. It's like, okay, never mind. That's fine. And then we'll do the same for the middle. That's fine. I'll just like shrink this later on, so. That should look okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah. So then I'll do some more sketches on this side. Yeah. So let's draw like a couple. Yeah. I should probably just like keep this like as is. Probably don't like need to flip it. That's fine. Because the idea was like to flip it onto the other side, but it should be okay. Just make it a bit more chunky. Get like a little bit of detail in there, not too much. Keep it reasonable. I probably want to make it like this, right? Yeah. Maybe some like more, some like splatter. Fluffy donut, right? Yeah, I don't think I actually intended to make it look like. I think I made it a bit more thicker than I wanted. That's fine. Actually, I can fix that. I know exactly how to do that. Because this is just a sketch I like, because I'll draw over this later. Yeah, so 1 second. Ooh. Actually, I put this on the same layer. So it's, oh, why did it not cut? There we are. I hit the wrong button. Anyway. And now, take this. You can't beat me. Oh, he doesn't say that yet. There we go. I should probably want that a bit more. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because the idea is I'll zoom out a bit more. Yeah, because I want it to spin, so it'll be like, whoa, kinds. I should hopefully work out alright. Actually, I won't. I'll keep it like 200%. I won't zoom in as much, so the lines will be a bit thicker on it. To put a bit more emphasis on it. Yeah, that's a good idea. And I'm wondering, yeah, maybe I should make like the lines. Make the lines like make like the puke like green, and then make like the outlines like dark green. So that's a good idea. Very good. Yeah, worry about it in a second. Look at that. Okay, I got that layer locked. Good. Yeah, that's the worst part. You draw, and then it's like you're drawing like the wrong layer. You don't realize until it's like too late. It's like, oh man. It's like that, or when you don't have draw behind on, you don't realize you've actually been drawing over something. It's like, oops. Whoopsie. I remember spending like 4 hours trying to get Anchinated, I guess, a Muru. Trying like guess like very niche characters, right? Although I've done that sometimes. Because I remember that was like a thing that like me and my friends used to fool around for like quite a while. So I guess the point where like he guesses it multiple times in a row, you're like, yeah, it's bullshit. Man. This thing sucks. But then it's like doing exactly what it's supposed to do. But it's like you try to beat it. Or if you just keep on like going no over and over again. Be like, nah, you didn't get it. Nuh-uh. I swear. Now, can I move this cable? No. So it's going to be an excess night noise. Let's see if I can move this a little bit. There we go. Oh, there we go, much better. Because the cable's like right in the way of my arm. I just like. The kind of character where you're only guessing on very specific questions, right? It's very surprising like how it gets it sometimes. It's like you do like very like unknown, like not well known things, like no, get this. And then it gets it, it's like, well. Although I think there has been a few times where I tried to get it like to guess my own original made-up characters, and like it obviously has no idea what the hell I'm trying to get it to guess. Add to the database. Somebody else will search it, right? Right? Your character was a teacher that died horribly in a high voltage power line, Persona 4. Very specific. How'd you know? Yeah, it does make me wonder if they're gonna like update that line from the original Persona 4. Because Maruka, he's like, oh, you and your kids and your my places and your... What's the other one he says? He says something to akin to like Facebook. But like obviously it's like, you know, legally distinct. Though I think Persona 4 is supposed to take like take place in like the 90s, early 2000s anyway, so I'd assume there wouldn't be like Yeah, you're into the books. Right. Because I think from like 3 to 4 to 5, they're supposed to take place, you know, probably like 10, 20 years later. Oh, not even that really, because like, even in Persona 4, you go to the school from Persona 3 for a little bit, and it's after the events of Persona 3, so... And even, Nanako was considered to be a party, at one point was, they had designs for Nanako to be a party member in Persona 5, where she was older. Or at least, oh no, I'm not sure if a party member or at least a character, because there are designs out there. Where like they drew her as a bit older. But you never know, that could have been like something like very early in development, maybe something they were just playing around with. Who knows? And even in, you know, obviously in Persona 5 there are like advertisements for Rise, where she goes like going back to being an idol. There are like advertisements where they're on it, so... Hey, remember that one time we went to the TV world and fought all the shadows? Best time in life. Okay, going back to boring Japanese life. Don't worry about that anymore. Every day was an ordinary Japanese town until this happens. Because I think it was, Inaba was like actually based off of like a real Japanese town. And like some people actually gone on the way to go there. And it's like, well, there's like nothing here. It's like, what did you expect? Doy. Durr. Oddly enough, sometimes I enjoy more playing the boring Japanese part of games more. Right. So I think it was, I forget what it was, but it was like some other, like, game where, like, I was, like, enjoying, like, the more, like, boring, like, roaming around part than actually, like, the real game. Oh, I think actually, ironically, it was, like, Lego Marvel Superheroes. It's like just like roaming around like the city and like doing like the more boring stuff than actually doing like the proper like real missions. I'm like, this is like way more interesting, right? But I guess it's also like I always like love like a small town like oddity where like something happens in like a small town, then you like get to like know the characters and this and that. I love like Twin Peaks. Game of the year, right? Yeah, Lego Marvel Superheroes, underrated. I think it was like they made that game just as the MCU was like just gearing up, because like there's like a bunch of like Thor characters that like you never see again. It's like, oh yeah. Also happens to me a lot with the Yakuza games, right? Yeah, I can definitely see the appeal, because I did play Kiwami 3. And I can definitely see how, like, a lot of people, like, they do get, like, sucked into the story, so... Makes sense. I can absolutely understand. And, like, to a degree, I guess, like, the Ace Attorney series as well, so... Alright. We got ourselves a nice big PUKE wheel. Excellent. Very cool. Do I want to make some? Yeah, I think it might be a good idea as well. I'll make some like shiny parts in there. So, but the question is, what color do we make it? What color? Ugh. The Lego Marvel story was good for being original and simple, right? Yeah, it was like it was good because like it was like its own original thing. Then it's like the other like tie-in like games weren't as good in my opinion. So, though I guess that's what happens when it's like, you know, you branding, I guess, money, make something that's based off something that people are already familiar with. But it is interesting, like, the way they have been, like, making their LEGO games recently, because they did, like, the Star Wars one, then, like, the Batman one, so... I'm hoping next they're gonna, like, do an Indiana Jones one, which is, like, all five Indiana Jones movies, so... Like, the last two, maybe not that great, but... Because, like, I never played those LEGO Indiana Jones games, and, like, they've never been re-released. Actually, are they on Steam? Hang on. LEGO... Indiana Jones Steam, because I heard the Lord of the Rings game is on there. Oh, it is. Oh, cool. Interesting. Oh, it's like $30 though. Never mind. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not like fucking. Like, really wanted to play that desperately. Because what's the, yeah, because what's the second game based on? Oh, Crystal Skull. Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, the second game's just based on Crystal Skull. Oh, I see. Makes sense. Because I guess if the first game's based on the first original 3 movies. I guess. I see. I want one from Pirates of the Caribbean. You can see that. But I guess like LEGO's been like doing like all these like different things nowadays. So even they did that what was it, the Horizon Zero Dawn LEGO game, which is like what the like what? Huh? So you definitely see like maybe like a LEGO like Zelda game or I don't know. Lego Donkey Kong, Lego Mario, whatever, man. Sky's the limit. What was I gonna look up? Oh, yeah. PUKE cartoon. I need colors to steal. Please and thank you. I like these images. Hang on, can I put this on screen? That's not it. Do I have a... Oh, I don't think I have a... Okay, hang on. Oh, I don't have a... I need to make a... Hang on. The browser. This is not what I want. Oh, crap. Oh crap. I just got like a window capture. Yeah. There you go. There you go. This is what I'm currently looking at. That's funny. Because I want projectile vomiting. Funny. Oh, that's like the Family Guy thing, but they can't stop vomiting. I don't know, I always like found like puke and like pee and poop like always funny. For me anyway. Puke Fest 2025. Interesting. Alright, I'll like nab one of these colors. Hang on, let me get this off screen. The research message for animating seems interesting. Well, it's more like I just want like the colors like half decent, and I just don't want to make them up on the fly. So, let's grab this one. Yeah. Okay. So then we grab this color. We fill this in. There we go. Because I guess at the same time I want it to like to be a different color than the background. I want it like to stand out. So yeah, that should be fine. Because the background is kind of like dark, so a bit like dim, I guess. I love this OST. Oh yeah, this song. I forget what like there was like some video they kept like using this song. This dun dun dun. I can't recall, but I remember like somebody recommended this song. I was like, oh yeah, this song. This is Trauma Center, right? I don't even need to look to know. Yeah, it is. That's it. It's one of those songs you hear everywhere. Yeah, it's a little silly song, right? Actually, speaking of Strum, like, I'm gonna like start like looking up games on Steam. It's like, is this on Steam? Is that on Steam? I wonder. But I think like the definitive way to play Trauma Center is on the Wii, right? Though I think like one of the things a lot of people always talk about Trauma Center is like it gets crazy and there's aliens, but it takes forever to get there. That's the problem. So. It's not like crazy off the bat. It eventually gets there, but you gotta like sit in for the long run, right? It fits perfectly into many environments. Yeah, it fits everywhere. Look, it goes with everything. It's like Guile's theme. Bloody hell. So I think it's like what I made my cursor like slightly larger so I can see it better, but it makes like it makes hitting like the actual like pixel on like the tip of the cursor a bit harder. So oops. I think I originally like made it massive. Because on my laptop I've got it like as huge as pretty much not as huge as it can be, but I'm like, this is great, and then I did it over here. I'm like, maybe it's not a good idea on my PC that I use for like art. So. Oh, I didn't fill this in. Excellent. Very cool. Don't you love that? Oh, the worst part is like when I completely like forget to draw like a line and have to go back and refill it in. So that happens all the time when I'm like drawing a character like X amount of times. It's like I'll forget to like draw a part of the character. It's like, whoops, my bad. Yay. There we are. Very cool. Okay, so actually I want to grab this color. Play it on the DS. Oh yeah, I could see that as well. I guess like anything that has like motion controls. If you were to play with like a real controller, it'd be like, what's the point, right? Actually, I can probably keep that layer. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just like draw on top. Paint normal. Very normal. Why is the puke circle made of only part of it will be visible in the animation? Because I wanted to like continuously like rotate and come out of his mouth, so So it'll more or less animate itself, so hang on, I'm gonna get to that part in a minute, so you'll see, don't worry, I have a vision. It will come into fruition soon. I just gotta make this a little bit more detailed. Gotta add a little bit more chunkage. I should probably make this like a bit larger, so it's just easier to do. Where is my widthness? There we go. Actually, let's go like maximum widthness. There we are. Hell yeah. Now we're talking. Yeah, exactly. Because it'll be just constant, like, puke flow coming out of his mouth, so that's why I wanted to make it be a circle so it will loop forever. Even though it's only going to be on screen for 45 frames. I was saying, like, I can make it a GIF if I really want to, so... There'll be that as well. So what's this song from? No, never mind. I'll never find out. Speaking of, where's Heartbreak? I want to listen to that one. Hold up, is that even in my list? Hang on, I'm scanning my list. Oh, did I not add Heartbreak to this? Uh-oh. Oh, damn. Unless it was like added in like a video that's been removed. Maybe I could see that. Oh, yeah, it's not here. 12 videos have been hidden since I made this playlist. Very cool. You'll love to see it. Hang on. Persona. Heartbreak. There we are. Okay, make it like high quality. How do we search for that again? I want HD. Oh, that is HD? Okay. 2 minutes and 7 seconds there. And let me save that in the playlist. There we go. So I'll play that next. Those details are appreciated. Yeah, I'm getting there. They don't really do much like shading and whatnot in like a lot of my animation, but I guess since like this is like not, it's not going to what's the word? It's like not going. I don't have to animate this. It's fine. So this is literally gonna animate itself. So I'm gonna tween it. I'm gonna cheat it. I'm gonna cheat. I was like, why are you up at this hour? But here I am. You're not freaking. Yeah, I think it's like I usually do, because for work I do like night shifts, so this is like, you know, not really that much different for me to be up at this hour, so it's fine. Because I think I was like half debating on like maybe just like laying in bed, maybe falling asleep again, but I'm like, fuck it. Fuck it, man. Let's do it. Let's do it live. A little bit more. Oh, actually, I probably want to make this a bit lighter so you can tell. No, go away, man. Go away. Hang on. How dare you play next? How dare you? I'm gonna play this one. Yeah. Looks like a Christmas wreath. Yeah, I can see that. I love it. But you'll see. It's all in good time. to get like a little bit of a little chunky, right? Shiny, shiny. For a long time, I always wanted to work as security guard at Five Nights at Freddy's or Active at Night. Or you become the animatronic. You get hired to be the animatronic, right? To be fair, I think there's like people that work at like those like you know, Knott's Berry Farms and this and that, like any place that like hires like actors to like scare people. So there you go. There's a line of work you can look into if you really want that. So reminds me a little bit of the Rick and Morty portal. A little bit, I can see that. Alright, so now, oops. So how fast do we want to make this? That's the question. How fast? Actually looks really good. Which is, I'm actually surprised I like how that came out. Not bad. What's this? Oh, that's the sketch I did. Delete that. And oh, okay, yeah, he needs to be there. Oh, but I need to make this a movie clip within itself, right? So let me go puke with 100 Ks. And then we make it spin. So let me do this. Is this also Persona, this song? Yes. This is a Persona. Oh, I need to make this a movie clip as well. Ah, crap. Man, I hate Flash. Green with an extra N. Because I always do that with whenever I name symbols. I always like give them like extra like characters, so I don't actually accidentally rename something the same thing twice. That's my secret. Okay, so then we make it rotate, and then rotate again, and then rotate again. And then, hopefully, everything should line up. I think I want to get this extra frame. The outer puke, especially Morocco puke, right? I can tell that you're a big fan of that then Persona. Mildly. I think actually, because like I found this dub before I actually like really knew that much about Persona, the original Sapphire dub anyway, so. It was more like one of those things which is like this, like that'd be cool if somebody animated that someday. And then one day, I was talking about this earlier, just like one of my projects weren't working, and then I was like, what if I did it? Oh, that is way too fast. Also, I think it's going the wrong way. No, it's going the right way. It's just that it's way too quick. Oh, shit. But yeah, I played Persona after the fact, and it's like more or less one of those games of which you end up like liking because of how long it is. So because it's like, yeah, Persona's like 80 hours long, so you really get to know these characters, so they more or less become your friends, like for real. So right, there we go. That looks better. Fantastic. Much better. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whatever, this is perfect. Not that it really needs to be perfect, but 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Once you put your pants on, and once you do, you can't take them off or something like that. Exactly. They're on forever. No going back. Right. But ironically, like I was always like trying to make original like works for like the longest time. I think I was like always inspired by like Blockhead and like a bunch of like other like Newgrounds original content, and I was like, that's how you get big on the internet, right? And then ironically, this is like my first parody work, and I started getting popular from that. I'm like, oh, I see. I see. a frame, so it'll live forever. There we go. Excellent. Very good. Cool. I want to move that. Oops. Probably should have moved that. Alright, so I want to angle this so it's kind of like, looks like it's coming out of his mouth. Yeah, there we are. Cool. Excellent. You knocked his block off! Comment V. Alright, the Simpsons reference. But yeah, who made Blockhead again? I can't remember. And that should be fun if I should stretch that. Yeah. Because then I'll go like this. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. That's so good. Excellent. Yeah, oh, that was made by the Swain, right? Right. Yeah, goodness, those were the days. Actually, I should do a stream which I like watch like a bunch of like old Newgrounds cartoons. The only thing is like maybe I don't know, maybe that they might not take too kindly to that. Hey, I made that. How dare you? Okay, so there's that done. Oh, I need a mask of that as well, right? So looks better like that, yeah. Because like it looks like it's like shooting out, so because that's what I was originally gonna do anyway. So it covers all three of them. So, but I want to mask that. Where am I? Yeah, okay. So it gets covered, so you can't see the back part of it, right? That's the trick. So what I need to do is I need to grab this, and then grab this here. I'll make this just one color. Get rid of that. Yeah. And then we go like this. Do that. Oh, why is my magnet is on? It's like not connecting. Whatever. It blows my mind. There's some shows I liked as a team of animated in Flash, right? I think it was like the Drawn Together movie was animated entirely in Flash, like even like the 3D parts. And it's like, you guys are insane. But I think it was like what the original show creators of Aqua Teen said. It's like, yeah, all you need is like Photoshop and After Effects, and that's it. And that's literally all they made the show on. So, which shows, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, that's all you need, man. Not a problem. Let's make this. Not really. You're not going to be able to see this color, so it doesn't matter. But purple. One of devil's purple. I'm going to get rid of this and this, and then that should work. Yeah. So then you can only see that part. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm a genius. Cool. Alright, so I want to make a little bit of splash at the base. Somehow reminds me of the first time I got drunk. Huh? Oh, the vomiting. I see. Actually, I think it was the first time I got drunk. I didn't like really get hungover. I didn't like vomit at all. So I got lucky, I guess. But there have been a few times where I've got drunk and vomited. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Whoop, I seen that. You did the masking tricks exactly. I think it's like just like I can like I've not really found like masking that hard. I think there's been a few cartoons where I've like used masking. People will be like, "How'd you do that?" It's like, it's not easy, not hard. Just do use a mask, my guy. Yeah, because I want to make. Yeah, because you can see like there's like a little bit of a splash there at the bottom, and I want to animate that as its own individual thing. So the idea is. I'm going to make a little bit of water splash at the bottom. Yeah, but I think I've always like said that like Flash is like kind of like a weird, strange beast. You have to kind of like warp and shape and get it to do exactly what you want. Because I think obviously there's like a better animating programs out there, but I've got like so used to like Flash's bullshit over the years, so I can kind of like know how to get it to do exactly what I want. So. There we go. I did a masking trick Ira at 7-Eleven, made up with a Slurpee, 23 bucks. Right. Yeah, I think it was like, they've been cracking down on that, because like a lot of the 7-Elevens are 24/7. But I think even my local 7-Eleven, they now got like the window only available option at nighttime, so. They're probably like sick of like, you know, your average burger's bullshit, so. Hey mate. Oh, you got a pack of ciggies, mate? Oh, come on, you just give us one. Got a lighter? Bloody hell. No thanks. Couldn't imagine ever working at those places. With that bullshit alone. Just makes your skin crawl. Yay. Goodness gracious. No, please. Okay, so we're actually going to animate this part. Out of all the animation programs, I use 3D and 2D. Still a dreams enjoyer. Oh, you're still plugging away at that dreams, I guess. Where am I? There. I guess it all like depends like what you like to learn to, you know, how you enjoy a certain program. And I guess like with like a lot of art programs, you can like, you know, just make whatever you want. Like creativity is unlimited, so. I guess as long as you know how like the program works and how like it like to do what you want, it's fine. So. Okay, so with that, what do you want to do with that? Because I want to like it to loop around. Yeah, to be fair, like sometimes I can't, like sometimes like I'll do something in Flash and then sometimes it doesn't come out as I wanted it to, but yeah, sometimes it works out for the best, sometimes not. But it's not always perfect. Was it? Oh, yeah, it's at 200, right? Because I think even like in like later versions of Adobe Animate, you don't even like need to do this, what I'm doing right now, where you need to zoom in and then draw over it. Apparently you can just stay zoomed in, you can just alter like the brush size. And upon hearing that I was like, what? Right. But the way I do things like here, like I've gotten used to it, so it's fine. Because I think on my pen I've got like, it has like the two knobs. And I've got the set to undo and scroll accordingly, so I can easily like just zoom around on the canvas like that, so not a problem. It's easy. Okay, I'm gonna copy that, I'm gonna chuck it in there. And then we want to like it's a different color. Just so I can differentiate the two. Okay, excellent. Yeah, so I want like this to move to the right, so I gotta keep that in mind. Don't accidentally make this go backwards, because that'd be that'd be really easy to do. Yeah. So okay, makes a different color again. All right, so we want blue to red, right? Okay. You had Easter egg chunk in the puke. Just like one frame where it's like there's something else, right? To be fair, like I guess at the same time, like you don't want to be like too distracting with stuff, so because I've done that in the past where like I try to like hide stuff, and then everyone in the comments is like, "Well, did you see blank at this time frame?" And it's like everyone points it out. At the same time, that is a good strategy to get comments, so your video gets boosted in the algorithm. But I don't want every single comment to be like, yes, I know. It's like everyone points it out, right? I think that's the problem with I had like when I made part 1. I made a lot of the stuff I wanted to hide in the background way too obvious. Everyone's like, did you see Super Best Friends at this time zone, this timestamp? Everyone catch it, even though it was like the most obvious thing in the world. So. Did anyone see it? It's like, I wonder. Okay, now for this one, we want it to be red to blue. Red to blue, red to blue. People always notice those little details, right? Oh, I think I was inspired by like the way that Pixar they hide their Easter eggs in their cartoons, or their movies, I should say. Because they always do like a nod to the Pizza Planet truck, and they always do like a nod to like the I think it's A23 or one of like their very first studios they ended up working at. But they always do it very subtly, so you're rewarded if you're looking out for them, if you try to find them. So that's the way I always try to go about Easter eggs nowadays. Be subtle, right? It's key. When you do things right, people won't be sure if you've done anything at all. Exactly. That's the classic. Alright, so that should... nice. Very good. Though I think I want that to be fast, so... Actually? It depends though. Hang on, let me get rid of this layer. See ya. Get rid of those frames. It's like, do I want it to be that fast, or do I want it to be even faster? That's the question. Because it might be good as is. Let me see. No, that's too fast. Actually... No, actually, I want to be more smoother, actually, so... Undo. Excuse me. Jesus. It looks smooth? Yeah. That's the idea. Gotta keep testing the game. Have a good night and good luck. You know, Freaker. Thanks for hanging out. And, good luck with your ongoing game. It's gonna be done soon, right? Right? It's just over that hill, right? Soon enough. the rest of us. More like, never. No, doesn't quite work. We'll workshop that. Yeah, but imagine that'd be like any kind of like game development. Especially if you're like developing it on your own. Solo man developer. Hey, you want to beta test my game? Sure, you can pay me, right? Yeah, about that. It's my 80th side game. Right. We're almost there. I've done 80 test games, and now I'm gonna make my fully first big real game. Because I think that's like any like game development really. You always do your first test game. Your first test game is gonna be shit. But then you do your second game, and then you've learned from your first game, so you go from there. Because I think there's like any like any like really like indie dev that's like blown up in recent years. You go back in the history and it's like, oh, they actually like made some shit beforehand. So because I think it was Toby Fox who made Undertale. Before that he made a bunch of like Earthbound, like small Earthbound RPGs, ROM hacks. And the guy made Axiom Verge. Before he made Axiom Verge, he pretty much made like a Metroid clone, like 1-to-1. So that was more or less about like learning that process, right? So okay, so then we go red to green. And then one more, and hopefully this will be done. Easy enough. I always find like whenever you're working with simple shape, it's like very quick, very easy, but the hardest thing is like when you're like drawing a whole entire character. That's what takes time. Actually, did I? Where did that? Oh, that's on the background. I see. Never mind. There's like a little like dot. I'm like, is that on the thing itself? No, it's fine. I see everything blurry. Oh, just for the membership. That's weird. I swear I set up a notification for that. Strange. Yeah, strange. I don't know. Yeah, what up, friend? My man. Alright, let's see. So that should look like... yeah. I wonder if that's gonna look alright. Yeah, hopefully. That's okay. Should look fine, right? Yeah. Okay, so now just color it in. Let me grab this. Hang on, I'll just put this color in here so I can grab it later.
At Godnight87 super chatted $1.08.
Thanks for the $1.08. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Puke effects. Right. So we get that. And then we go like this. But yeah, I forget if I set a limit to the for like the alert notifications. I think it might be like $2, where like an actual like animation shows up on stream. I'll have to like look that up. Or maybe like I couldn't like get it to work, and maybe I put in $2 as like a default. I'm have to like go back and have a look at that actually. Maybe. Not totally sure. It's been a minute. All this computer stuff, man. It's like it's like a lot of stuff I do on like PCs is like I can just barely get it to work. I'm like, okay, cool, it works. Nice. Excellent. The $1.08 I thought is more than I thought would be my local currency. Yeah, it might be like the transfer rate, because I'm in Australia, so it's whatever you are to AUD. So I'm not sure, but now I'm going to consider moving there with a lot of money I saved up. Right? Be like, damn. To be fair, like a lot of things are more expensive over here, so maybe that's how it works. So. Because I think it's like, you know, everyone complains about $60 video games. It's like, oh man. It's like, yeah, like video games when they're released here, they're like anywhere between $80 to $100. So, but I think that's the transfer rate. So, okay, so let me get rid of this. And then we cut all this in, and it should be fine. It usually happens. Yeah, exactly. I think it's the only way you really get cheap stuff if it's locally made from like the country that, you know, it's from. It's like any like, you know, figurines are always very expensive. Then you go to Japan and they're all super cheap. It's like, oh, because they're actually made there, right? Exactly. Okay, so then a couple more. Oh yeah, one more frame, and then I'll play this, and then we'll see how it looks properly. And I should be able to get rid of this sketch in the background, right? Yeah. So I think that's everything in this scene animated, so should be fine. I don't need that anymore. Yeah. I once traveled to Argentina and everything was ridiculously cheap considering how little money I had with me. And there's like one of those like, I don't know, but there's like some meme about like more poor like towns and cities. I think it's like in Eurotrip. They like get stuck in some country and it's like, we only got like a few cents and like, you know, like a few dollars with us. And apparently that's enough for like a hotel room and all this like expensive crap. And they're like, a nickel, I will retire. I want to get rid of, what frame is that on? This one? It is, okay, good. Let me get rid of that. Okay, we can get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Remove tween. And then, okay, so that should be fine. I'll save. That actually might be a good idea. Okay, and then we'll run this out.
Hey, Yosuke, it's...
Shit.
Hey, Yosuke, it's time to go swim.
Okay, can I get this on screen? Where are we? Window capture. Can I get this? No, that's not it. Ah, there we are. Excellent. Okay. Make this a bit smaller. Okay. Now you shut up. Okay. Let's have a look. Where is it? Where am I? There we are.
Hey, Yosuke, it's time to go swimming.
Awesome! Everybody get naked!
No.
What? But you're girls! You can't cook? You won't get naked? What are you even good for?
Well, he has a point.
Yeah.
Luckily, I brought you ladies some swimsuits. So, get to changing.
Senpai? Why did you bring trunks for me too?
Shut up, Kanji.
Okay, we're ready.
Yes!
Hey, Chie, you look great.
Aw, sheesh.
Man, you guys look hot. Well, we did get to see them in swimsuits, so it's not all bad.
Hey, Yosuke.
That actually turned it really well. I like that. Very good. Excellent. Perfect. Very cool. Nice, nice. The CEO of Charisma. Would you say Australia is a nice place to visit? I've been to Europe and never Oceania. Yeah, it's fine. As long as you just, like, stay in the cities, it's okay, so... if you go to, like, Melbourne or, like, Sydney, it's fine. Everyone's always like, oh no! Spiders! Ah, I'll be killed by everything! But that's only if you go to the outback, so it's fine. So, if you just, like, stay at, like, one of the cities, it's fine. So. Peak, yes. Actually, I want to fix that camera. Hang on. Yeah, when it goes, ooh, yeah, I want to fix that camera. Where are we? Yeah. Like, the panda that does is, like, strange. Oh, yeah, I wanted to, like, start, like, much lower. Excuse me. And I think I want it to be zoomed in a bit more as well, so it just, like, keeps them both in frame. I just have to fix all this. Really. Actually, I'll probably have to, like, redo this then. That's fine. I'll start from down here. Oh no, it's big now. Uh-oh. Now let me turn off the snap. There we go. Start from as low as we can. And is the ether still on there? So we'll go. Right. Here in Chile, there are some small and fast spiders, but they are ridiculously deadly. Alright. I think the worst in like any like rural areas here, or not rural, any like, you know, towns and whatnot. You'll get what we call daddy long leg spiders, which are I guess they can be quite large, but they are harmless. So once you see them, you just punch them. So it's easy. They're not a problem. You just punch them and they're dead. So. Oh, I don't want that. Uh-oh. Get rid of that. But I do remember that, though. There was, like, a friend of mine that was, like, apparently I was ridiculously, like, scared of spiders. And I think that was, like, a spider. I was like, ah! And I remember when I just went, just punched it, and it was, and it was history. It's like, oh. He's like, it's that easy. And I'm like, yeah. But yeah, I think it was, I grew up in a more of a smaller area, more of a smaller town, but it was kind of like a combination of, like, you know, like townhouses and like foresty areas. So I remember there was like spiders that got into my house all the time. So I was very used to it. Like all sorts of insects and bugs. continuously in my house that I deal with. But where I live now is like I've seen like probably like, I don't know, I've been living here for like 4 years and I've seen like 2, 3 spiders in here, so it's fine.
Yes! Yes!
I might make that pan a bit slower as well.
Yes! 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 Yes!
I think I'll make it start a bit faster then.
Yes!
Yeah, should be fine. I can always fix it later, right? It's always a post. I always think that if you hit a crush a spider with your hand, it'll bite you before it gets crushed to death. Now, if anything, I would like just try to run away. So, because I think it's like a lot of people like the spiders like are more scared of you than you are scared of them, or at least they're trying to like survive. So, if anything, you go to punch them, they'll just run away from the spot that you're trying to punch. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I think there's like here in some of those flies are everywhere, so that's like the #1 problem here in Australia. Fly season is crazy. So, but even flies I've learned how to deal with if they bother you too much. Because what you do with flies is you go in very slowly, very slowly. You don't try to hit them like as fast as you can. That's what a lot of people. That's the mistake. You go in very slowly, and then when you're close, that's when you go in fast, and they don't have enough time to escape. And then, bam, their history. So, but is that scene done? I think that's everything. Oh yeah, I wanted to fix this scene here because there is no background here when they first appear in there. And the ruse, so, and I think I might have a graphic for that. I think. Let me check. Where's my folder with my backgrounds? Oh god. Computer's like, try and do anything else. This is not the right folder. Personal photo, please. I think Australia has quite a lot in common with my country. Yeah. I guess like there's like similar like areas all over, but it's hard to say. Is this it? Oh, this might be it actually. Oh no, I think I made this like a different background actually. No, okay, never mind. Oh, the song's playing again. What the hell? No. How dare you? Yeah, I don't remember if I used this background earlier, if I made, because it says scene 10. Actually, let me load up scene 10. Where are we? So I'm on scene 11 right now, so let's see here. I think I know exactly what this is for, but what do you mean loading? Oh god. There we go. I think it was like downloading from the cloud. I think it was like this is like tethered to OneDrive. So I guess it was like a while since I've like actually touched this. So. Where are my backgrounds? Turn on. The real. Oh, it's for that. I see. Got it. My man. Yeah, I gotta go back and like gotta reanimate all this as well. That's gonna be fun. Because originally I reanimated this whole entire scene of sketches because I was gonna give it to somebody else to actually go over and draw over, but that didn't end up happening. So I gotta fix this later on. But I can reuse that background. It's fine, right? Nobody'll figure it out, right? It's okay. Hey, nobody tell anybody, right? Nobody tell anybody. Alright, let me import it then. I also need a pee, so I might get up and do that in a second. If anything, I'll just like maybe like flip it upside down, so that's a good idea. I might do that. Is it this one? Yeah, it's that one, right? Yeah, good. Yo, what up, Kieran? Sounds funny when you fast forward the recording. He's talking so fast. Oh my god. Because I think you can obviously go back and you can, because obviously it's YouTube, you can like do it on the fly, so. Oh, that latest lot. Hold up. Oh my god. I won't have a chance to watch this stream that long. I'm traveling at night to see the family. Oh, nice. Very cool. Hope that goes well. And I guess you can always watch in post if you really want to. Okay, let's put this upside down. There we go. As usual, it's great to see you make as much progress as you can. Yeah, I think I was like saying earlier in the stream, because I've been making way more progress in this than ever before. Because I've been working on this almost every day, so... Because I've been getting up early before work to work on this for a couple of hours before I go to work, so... And I've actually been making a fair amount of progress, so... So we're getting there. I was actually quite surprised how fast this is moving, but... I guess when you're going from like 1 to 2 hours of progress a day to 8 hours of progress a week, or like 10, so I guess that's the difference, right? I actually want this more pink. Yeah, so it's like blended with the skin. Skin on skin. So, and that should be fine. Actually, I'm going to change the color of this manually. Let's do a sneaky little trick, shall we? Having a chat with you live is sick too, right? Yeah, I guess that's the appeal of like a live stream versus actually watching in post, so. It's the interaction. Right. Yeah, actually, I want to change the color of it. I don't want to. I want to tint it. More of a purple. Can we do pink on pink? Pink on pink. Even more pink. That's fine. I don't mind that. I want more of like a brighter purple though, so. I can like change. I can like pick like what I want, right? Yeah, I can. Or like in between purple and pink. Okay, there we go. Ah, perfect. Very good. Excellent. Cool. Alright. So the last thing I want to do for this scene is I want to do like a little like shine as it's like going up along these characters. And what layer are they on? That one. Got it. So for that, we need to do a mask. And I've got an idea of exactly what I want to do, so... Let me go like this, and let me grab this. And let me put that there. Let me go like that. That's fine, it can be white. It's alright. Don't you see that color? Something like a spotlight. Yeah, it's more going to be like a little bit of a shine. Like how how you like pan like a car, like a camera around a car, and then you see like the glints and like the shines as you know you pan the camera around. Kinda, a little bit like that, but not really. I've got an idea. What is this? Like a person's like sunglasses. They have like the shine, like the cool shine, right? Yeah, kinda. So for that, okay, so I want to do this. I can see it, yeah, exactly. And is that going to stay locked in? It is, okay, good. And then we want to do that, and then that. And that should be enough. Let me fill that in with white. Go like that, and then I should be able to add some filters to it. I don't need to make it transparent. I can do that in post. I'll name this Cool Shine with 100 O's, and then we go Alpha. So it's slightly. Do I actually want to make like very subtle, or no? I'll do like slightly subtle. Do like 50%, yeah. And then I want to make it blurred. Do high, and then like 15%. Yeah, like that, right? Yeah. And then we angle it. So then it'll be like that, kinda, so. Right, so as the camera's panning up, I want it to like slide across them. And I want to have it twice, so. So we go like that. Oops. And then we start it here. I watched 5 seconds of video with the old microphone and goddamn what a change, alright. Yeah, that old microphone, that was, like, it worked alright, but yeah, it didn't really pick up audio that well with my PC. Because it works great on my PS5, it's just that, on my PC, it decides to be like, hey, there was like no in-between. It was either like I had to speak really loudly, and when I'd speak normally, it'd be like, hey, you're not speaking at all, so... What there seems to be like a lot in the middle. And I've even like pumped it up in OBS, so... So it's actually like, it's louder than what it should be, so... Okay, so hopefully that should be fine. Should I make it a bit slower? And then we do it again. Ah, why did that happen? Oh, it's because I didn't select the right thing. But yeah, because I think it's like I recorded a few of those audios or those commentary tracks with the old microphone. So yeah, maybe I should have waited to get like a proper real microphone, right? Would have been a smart idea. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a friend that has the same problem. Back in me heard fine on PC, distorted on PS5. Right. Yeah, because the headset I was using, it was a, I can show you the exact model it was. Let me see if I can find it, actually. Because it was the, it was the wireless, PS5 headset. Let me see if I can find it. Go to good old JB Hi-Fi. Oh, piss off. Want a $10 coupon? How about I want a $10 get the hell out of here? You want a punch in the face for free? PlayStation. Accessories. Let's see if I can find it. Controller. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's the Pulse Elite. Let me get it on screen. Oh my goodness, this is like $230. Heck, I mean, this has 1.5 star rating. What the fuck, guys? Amazing. Oh yeah. Fucking hilarious. But let me see. There you go. Pulse Elite. Yeah, so that's the one I was using. But yeah, it works really well on console. It's just that on PC, it's kind of shit. So yeah, it might be because it's made for the system itself. So right, hang on. What are the reviews? Disappointing that a company like Sony can make a great-looking product that performs very well for the price bracket, but sits and don't let you down by the basics. Interesting. Not a good headset. Plastic snapped. Oh, got a big ass head. Broke me out to 6 months. Hilarious. Got a big ass head, bud. Damn. Damn, that's expensive. Yeah, but that's Australian, so yeah. But at the same time, it is way better than your plug-in, you plug into the controller headset. So you know, for the long run, it serves me quite well. So it's fine. And it's pretty good as well, because when I'm using it, chatting to my friends, I can get up and move around. Don't have to you know, mute my microphone and take up the headset and put it down, and I can just get up and fucking just keep on talking and stuff for the minute.
Yes.
Okay. So that should work out. Let's give that a test.
Hey, Yosuke, it's time to go.
Shit it. Okay. Let me mute this. And then we get this on screen. Is this the one? No, it's not. No, it's not that one. There it is. Why the heck? It's not. Oh, it's not visible. Goodness gracious me. Okay.
Hey, Yosuke, it's time to go swimming.
Awesome. Everybody get naked.
No.
What? But you're girls. You can't cook? You won't get naked? What are you even good for?
Well, he has a point.
Yeah.
Luckily, I brought you ladies some swimsuits. So, get to changing.
Senpai? Why did you bring trunks for me too?
Shut up, Kanji.
Okay, we're ready.
Yes!
Oh, I can't
Hey,
really
Chie, You look
see.
great.
Aw, sheesh.
Hang on, let me play that again.
Hey, Yosuke, it's time to go swimming.
Awesome. Everybody get
A
naked.
little bit of
No.
lag.
What?
I think it
But
might
you're
have been because
girls.
there was
You can't cook?
there was some
You
blood
won't get
parts.
naked? What are you even good for?
Well, he has a point.
Yeah.
Luckily, I brought you ladies some swimsuits. So, get to changing.
Senpai? Why did you bring trunks for me too?
Shut up, Kanji.
Okay, we're ready.
Yes!
Hey, Chie, you look
I
great.
can't really
Aw,
see.
sheesh.
Man, you guys look hot. Well?
Also, why is there no background with that part? Hang on, that's weird. Yeah, like here. Oh, strange. Bizarre. I don't know why that is. Bizarre. Like a brand new glass. Right. Yeah, I think it's like, cause like every single time I like blur something, like it'll like lag. Actually, let's do that again, but let's get rid of the blur. I might add that back in. Oh, then I have to like, redo this. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, if I render this out of the video, it'll be fine. I can see it, but damn it, I'd like reanimate this whole entire thing to get rid of the blur. That'll be a pain in the ass. I don't want to do that. That's fine. I'll work that out later. It's okay. And the big blue line, right? Yeah, because I always like make my backgrounds like blue or like a slightly like light blue because the problem is if you have white when you're filling in like anything else that is white, sometimes you miss filling in. So that's why I always like make my canvas blue. So that's the secret. But yeah, hang on, let me have a look. Do I not have a background for this? Let's see here. Because I go, did I put every background for this scene? I did. Unless maybe I was planning on making this like something else. I forgot. I can see it. Unless I can just reuse something. Oh, it might have been that as well. I might have been planning to reuse a background. Let's see here. How can we choose this? Maybe. Yeah, what if I take this background and flip it? They'll never expect it. Right? I could do that. I think I've actually done that before. I've actually taken an existing background and just flipped it. I don't think anybody noticed. There we are. And then we just actually need to make this a symbol. I'll just name it like her blah blah. Just have a bunch of random letters. And we go, yeah. And then I'll angle it slightly. Oh! No, maybe angle it the other way. There we are. Very cool. That's fine. I was thinking maybe of making... Yeah, because the waterfall's behind them, so that wouldn't make any sense to make the waterfall behind her, right? So, makes sense. I'm gonna highlight it in the comments. Look at 222, where he reused the same background. What a fraud. This guy stinks. Okay. But I think it's like everything for this scene. I think this scene is done. Very cool. Nice. Excellent. So that's another one done. Because how many scenes do we have left? Let's see here. We got 18 scenes, and that was scene 11. What do we got in scene 12? Oh, this one. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now an announcement from Mega Idol, Rise Kujikawa. I'm moving to Inaba to take a break from showbiz.
She means she's gonna get thrown in a TV. Watch the Midnight Channel.
Oh yeah, as well. Get to animate some boobs. Hooray!
Dude.
That's gonna be fun. But I need to go back and I need to animate scene 10. Because that has not been animated properly. Because scene 9 should be fine, right? Let's have a look. Yeah, this is done. This is all done.
With school life?
My sister is dead!
Because it's time to go camping!
We made dinner, you guys.
Oh, did I mess up that? Hang on.
We made dinner, you guys. Dinner, you guys.
Oh no, okay. It looked like I missed like filling in like a frame of color. That'd be unfortunate. Ooh. Next stream is gonna be called Drawing Boobs, right? Oh, what was it? There was like one part of I can't remember, but I remember when I like set it up to like my background artist, like I like titled the background "Boobs on TV." I think it's like you said you like that like the weirdest names for your like backgrounds. I'm like, yeah, I just title that what I want. It doesn't matter.
Eat up.
Dude, sweet! Oh man, I can't wait to...
And no one ate dinner that night.
Oh yeah, for the 10th scene I need a... Yeah, it's gonna be entirely shaded though. Oh, that's gonna take forever. Forgot about that. Because it's gonna be like, it's gonna leave shredded from this and it's the exact same color. No! Fine. Yeah, because the annoying thing is like whenever you shade a character, it takes an extremely long time. Like every single frame, I find. Because I remember I did like make one cartoon where like all the characters they were shaded and it took forever. So and even if it was like basic shading, it was just like the side of the character was like a different, slightly different color, but it was like ugh.
Hey, thanks for letting me stay in your tent, you guys. I really appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, so I guess we can start on the same, but I'm gonna take a wee, so I'll be right back. 1 second. I'm back, yo. Was that the part where you replicated the anime cutscenes from the video game? Right. Just the anime. It's like one of my Japanese animes. Right. Oh yeah, I think I did shade that part as well. But no, there was a cartoon that I made forever ago, where for some reason I decided to shade every character. Actually, I wonder if I can bring that up on stream. Let me show you. Let me just play that entire cartoon. Why not? Because why not? Hey man, I made it. I'm gonna get a copyright strike from myself. Right. But it was from a series that I used to make called Carbon Show. Yeah. Oh my goodness, 12 years ago. Oh, yeah.
Better get started.
Shut up. But yeah, play this real quick. Where are we? Yeah, don't worry about the YouTube. It's fine. Ignore that. And back when I had an intro, crazy.
We'd better get started on some food and shelter, cause we're stuck here forever.
Don't look so down, glum chump. We
Okay.
can simply jump home.
You have fun with that. I'd rather not die from burning up on re-entry, and further, colliding with the ground.
It'll be easy. Just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Oh no.
We've got to save him.
Oh, look at floor. Ow,
I don't know. I'm starting to really
Advertising
dig
their own
this
channel.
show. I can't unmute it though.
Oh god, he didn't like my own like voice. I sound like so fucking young. Oh yeah, yeah. Because there's like blue character that I voice myself, so. Oh no, I sound so different. Jesus Christ. But yeah, you get the idea. It's fine. It's alright. Let me give this. But yeah, eventually like, when I want to make another episode of that series. Part 3, eventually. Because I've got ideas of like another part that I want to make, but guy looks like a helldiver. I can see it. Yeah. But that was just like one of my attempts of like original series that I was trying to make. Because I had like I had Carbon Show, which was a bunch of guys that like end up in space. And then there was Apartment in Space, which is also in space. And then I had Anti-Gravity Cat, which was supposed to be like a cat that floats. And just like hilarious things happen, I guess. And I like the cat pees everywhere and so yeah, strange. But yeah, I remember that cartoon, it took forever to make. It was like just shading the character in every single frame was like, ugh. But there was something in that original, in that previous scene that I forgot to do. Hang on. Yeah, but it was with this scene. I wanted to make him vibrate as he's like throwing up, so projectile vibration vomiting. So can I put this in a... Convert the symbol. Can I put this in a symbol as well? That'd be great. Big vomit. I can, excellent. Good, didn't crash. I think it was when I used to do that, when I used to like try to put symbols inside symbols, inside symbols, inside symbols. Flash would be like, yeah, you can't do that. Or it'd be like, yeah, that's too much. Crash. Back on my old computer. Yeah, just so he's like bobbing up a little bit. Like you can barely even notice it, but yeah, just as he's like throwing up, just like bobbing up and down like that. So yeah. You're up, goldfish. Like the snack? I haven't had goldfishes in forever, actually. I think it's like one of those snacks that like a lot of people are into or not, so there's like no in between. Right. Goldfishes. But I probably want C9 for the colors. I try to figure out where they are. Yeah. And it was kind of just supposed to be like that. I guess I think I did make Kanji's like his color skin tone a bit darker than the other two on purpose. Seems about right. But yeah, open up scene 10. Haven't had it in forever too. It's your namesake. What do you mean? I thought you were on this shit every day. Goodness.
Hey, thanks for letting me stay in your tent, you guys.
Stay in your tent, you guys. Yeah, so I gotta like reanimate all this. Oh boy. Fun times. Because it currently looks like this. And that's it's not great, so. Why did I do this to myself? Yeah, I just gotta remember to have like the shading on there as well. So. Actually, let me. Oh, it's fine. I can like have like that there. It's good. I love you for the Persona videos. Fan them in a VR chat. Well, that's weird. Strange. I guess like if you're like watching YouTube videos with your friends and like VR chat, just like it randomly just pops up. Interesting. I think it was a friend of mine. He plays like VR chat on the regular. and he was actually talking to somebody, and apparently that person that he was talking to, he like knew my videos, and that was a little bit strange. And I'm like, well, I guess that's what happens when you have a video that's like, you know, 2 million views or something. Somebody's gotta see it. Right. Well, this is too close. Oh, it's because I remember that scene because of a 5-minute debate about a package of cookies. Strange. Strange that memory works. Or like, you know, like a certain song and like it reminds you of like a certain time or whatever. Oh, we want to see that see-through. Thank you. Yeah, it's like very odd how it looks. It does remind me of what was it? It was that stick death website, stickdeath.com. I'm not sure if anybody was old enough or like young enough at the time to know, but there was a very popular Flash website called stickdeath.com. I don't think it's around anymore, but yeah, I remember like one kid at my school was like, "Yeah, my dad makes these." I'm like, "Yeah, right." It's like, "No, for real." It's like obviously he was lying, but still, be no way to prove it. But yeah, I guess my friend was like, "Yeah, I know the guy who makes these." Right. It was on a Persona 5 world and I was playing on TV and loved it. Oh, nice. If anything, maybe somebody made a playlist of like just popular videos, popular Persona videos, and maybe it was just playing out of there, so I can see it. But yeah, cheers for looking me up afterwards. Because I think some people do that, like they'll watch a video and like not even care who made it. Subscribe, forget that. Not today, haha, got him. I always find that strange on YouTube as well, how some people like will unsubscribe after a time. You're not making any content? You owe me. It's like, okay, sure. I'm not making content for free for you to enjoy for free. Uh-huh. Sure. Whatever you think, buddy. I remember watching Stickman animations on the school bus. I guess that's kind of like a universal thing that probably people would make for, you know, forever. Because those like, you know, stick figure like fight videos, I'm assuming like they're probably still being made. Because at the end of the day, like, they're probably not that hard at all to make. Because just drawing a stickman, or even they probably just animate the body and then just like, you know, copy and paste the head, or even tween around the head, so I could see it. And even with like, what was it, with like skeletoning or something, what do they call it? Actually, I think it's on here. What is it? Oh yeah, the bone tool and whatnot. So I'm not sure how it works. I've never like messed around with that myself, but I think you can like make rigs, and then from there, you're golden. So if you know how to do it, you can like just draw everything once, and then once it's drawn, you don't have to draw it ever again. So, alright. Have you seen the new Fortnite season? I have. Ironically, I'm not into Fortnite at all, but I have seen the new Fortnite season, so... Because I think I saw a video of somebody reacting to it because Mega Man's in it. And they're like, "Man, I hate how tall he is." So I'm like, I agree. But yeah, Fortnite's a game I've never touched and will have never touched, so... Just not my thing, personally. Never been to Fortnite, never been to Call of Duty. If anything with video games, like, the more popular a game is, the less I want to play it, so... I want those indie gems. I want to investigate. I want to uncover unearthed treasures. And maybe that's why like Persona like appealed to me in a way. Because it wasn't really like a well-known thing for like quite a while. It's very well-known now, but it is still like a little bit of a niche thing. Compared to like your Final Fantasy, I guess. But I remember like, you know, I hadn't heard of like Persona. Even when it came out, even when Persona 4 came out for the PS2, I never heard of it. Because I think it was the very first time I ever heard of Persona was from like that Super Best Friends video on Machinima way back in the day. And like, yeah, it's great, it's like 88 hours. Or whatever. It's like, yeah, if you know, you know. A couple of months ago I lost my Fortnite account, and honestly, it's not so bad having to stop spending money on that game. Right. I guess it's one of those games where you can like just grind forever for what you want, but at the same time, it's like, well, you can pay to get what you want right now. We can grind for a couple of months, so. Because I think it's, what was it, Dead by Daylight? Me and my friends, we play that on the regular. And I've spent like way more money on that game than what it's worth, but you know, at the end of the day, it's just like, you know, just to play with my friends and socialize. So, like, I wouldn't play it for the gameplay, to be fair. Like, it can be fun, but I would not play that game solo every day. So, yeah, no thanks. First time I knew about it because it was one of the few games my father bought for the PS Vita, right? I think it was like way back in the day. It was worth getting a PS Vita just for Persona 4. Just having that one game and that one game alone. And I think even before I had a PS4, I was debating getting a PS Vita just for Persona 4. And then when it got re-released, I'm like, yes! Hooray. I have a way to play it. So because before then it was like just like trying to enjoy the game through osmosis. Watching playthroughs and the anime, I guess. And I've got a few of the manga books as well. It's actually quite interesting. It's kind of like a strange... It's like the same story, but it has kind of like a slight unique take on it, so... I'd recommend it. Though I haven't got all the books, so it's hard to say. I think I've got like 5 of them, 6 of them, so... I think it's up to like... I've got up to like either Naoto or like Risei, I think. Can't remember where I left off. And then I bought Persona 5 Royal and spent the entire pandemic holed up playing that. Oh, that'd be perfect for that, damn. You play through it and then play through New Game Plus. Damn. Yeah, very cool. It's like that for Persona 1 and 2, right? I think it's like the demand of like them porting Persona 1 and 2, and they're like, no. I think the closest they've ever got to that is like Persona 1. It got re-released for the PlayStation Mini, and it's like you can buy it on here if you want. It's like, what about on modern consoles? No, forget about it. Also, what'd the next song I play? Hang on. I was like 2 minutes of silence. Oh, that's right. Yeah, at the end of the song for some reason. Don't know why. There was a time where I wanted to own my very own volume of My Hero Academia, and then my wallet gave up after the 10th one. Now, to be fair, like, I'm not reading as much manga as I used to. Like, there was a time where I was buying a lot very quickly, and I actually bought more than I can actually read, so... Because I've got a bunch of books, like, laying around that I haven't even touched. But that was a period where I was, like, buying quite a lot. Because, like, every time it was, like, I went out to the box store, it's like, ooh, I don't have this one, I don't have this one, I don't have this one. But it is like a unique hobby, like, you know. But at the same time, it's like the books are as expensive as real books. And you can more or less, if you, like, depending on the book, some of them you can read through within like half an hour, so. Versus a real book that'll take you like months, so. But at the same time, they're not like the most expensive things in the world, they're like 20 bucks a piece, so. So if you buy like, maybe like, you know, one book a month, probably won't break the bank, so. Totally read Bell, Angel, Alita. I don't know if you heard of it. I did try to watch the movie. I remember I got a little bit into it, and I think I remember just like, I think I just got distracted with something else. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't finish it for some reason. I think maybe I was like tired, and I was like, I'll finish this later, and just never did. So I can see that. Oh yeah, I gotta remember, I gotta add shading to this as well. Yeah, crap. Yeah, crap. I gotta go back and do that. Hang on, I'll draw all these keyframes and then I'll go back and I'll do the shading part. I'll draw the lines for the shading, right? Yeah, but it also depends like how like many volumes of something there are. It's like, yeah, just get into One Piece, it's only like 100 and something volumes long, no big deal. Though I guess it's like why you end up like buying like the omnibuses later on, right? Because it's like 3 in 1, don't have to buy as many, so. The most recent movie or the one from the 90s? Oh, the most recent one. The OVA. I can look into it. But it all like depends like what I have available to me. Because I like wasted too much money on streaming services. Or like maybe I'll like get up like one thing and then I'll watch like nothing else and just waste it. It's like ugh. So I started reading mangas because I was little. When I was little, my mother brought me a giant one with all the volumes of Junji Ito's Uzumaki in a single book, and that's where my addiction started. Oh goodness. When you were little? I wouldn't recommend that for a child, but okay. You think it's I got Uzumaki and I got Gyo and I've got Tomi. I have not finished reading Tomi. But that one is really big, so it's on YouTube, it's about an hour long. Alright. Interesting. It must be like one of those like ones that have slipped through the cracks. Or not even that, like, because there have been some movies that I've, oh goodness. There have been some, this song is way too loud, hang on, actually, I'm gonna skip it. Goodness. But there have been some movies that I've like searched on YouTube and you find the buy now, rent now version, and then right under it you find full movie upload, and it's like, okay, I wonder what I'm gonna do. Should I buy it or should I watch it for free? I wonder. She didn't know, thank goodness, otherwise she probably would have bought it. Oh yeah, I'll say. Jesus. Hey, check this out, it's a Gantz! It's for kids. It's like, Christ. To be fair, I do love Gantz. I do own all of Gantz. Because that's actually like the manga series that did get me into reading manga. Because the original anime ended, and that was always like a thing in the back of my mind. It's like, how did that end? Like, how did it go? So, and there's like, guess what? What if it was dinosaurs? Real quick. Right. Yeah, but let me look that up on YouTube. What was it? Battle Angel. I'm gonna spell this incorrectly. Haha. Aaliyah. Oh, full movie. There you go. Nice. Cool. I like the style actually.
Thank you, Callie.
I like the
How do you feel today, Callie? Have you adapted to your new body yet?
Who's this made for? Oh, who's this made by? It didn't say which studio made it. That's a shame. But yeah, the animation reminds me of what was it? That other like robot anime. What's the one? Don't tell me. I'm not searching for it right now. I swear. I swear. Battle Angel Alita has been going on longer than Berserk, so I definitely say it slipped through the cracks. Right. It also like it's like it's one of those things that like maybe if it's like not really that well known, like YouTube just doesn't pick it up for some reason. But I think there's something about like YouTube, if it has like the full title, apparently it's fine. If it has like full credit, there's something about that, some sort of weird like strange like copyright thing about that. So. Let me see here. Can I find her filmography? I'm like looking up Scarlett Johansson because I know she was in it, but I'm trying to find her filmography. Oh, come on, YouTube work. Because I know it's like in the back of my mind somewhere, but I can't remember it. Oh, Ghost in the Shell, that's it. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, I remember that was like an anime that I like saw like the first episode of like forever ago. And I think it's like really good if you get into it, but yeah, the animation style like reminds me a lot of Ghost in the Shell. I can see it. I wish you got an anime. I read my first manga, just continue it. Well, I find that like even like some anime, like it's more appealing to read it than watch it, but sometimes it like works in reverse. If you watch the anime and then try to read it, it's not as good. But if you read and then try to watch the anime, it's not as good. So, because I think it was I watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4 before reading it, and they did the reverse with Part 5. I read it before I watched it, so. And both versions were better. Watching it was better than reading it, and then reading it was better than watching it, so. Kind of crazy how that works. Yeah. Yeah, just like the art alone. I was like, it looks very Ghost in the Shell. Right. Okay. Let's get the shading, shall we? Because what do we gotta do for this? Okay, so it's on the left-hand side of the shading. So we'll make that purple. What if it was purple? I'm wondering if maybe I should do the shading last, but it's okay. It's fine. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you say to yourself, this obviously it doesn't seem to take that long, but then you gotta remember, I gotta do it with every single frame. Right. If anything, I'll just make it very simple, just like shade like the left side of his face. Like that, there we go. Just like good enough, and then I'll like shade this here. Yeah, so then I'll change the color later on. I think that's a good idea. Like, I'll just do like the shading after the fact. Because like when I did that other cartoon where I did shading for every single frame or every single like pose, I did the shading as I was animating the character, but I don't think I've ever done it like this, where like I'll do like the shading after I draw the character. Interesting. And then for this we can go like that. Is this a Pokemon OST for the previous song? No, that was from SMT. Unless you're making a joke. Is this Pokemon? No. It's from SMT4. Best SMT. Don't at me. But I think that's a game I wish they'd port. Oh my goodness, I wish they'd port SMT4 because SMT4 is so good. Oh my god, it's so good. But I think it was SMT4 spoiled me because I tried to play SMT3 after. And I was like, yeah, it's there, but SMT4 does everything better, so it's a real shame. So I'm a larper. You've been sleeping on this. Need to download a 3DS emulator and SMT4 right now. Get on it. And no spoilers. And I guess if you really enjoy it, you can also play Apocalypse, because it's there. I did find Apocalypse is just more of SMT. Like it does some things. It does like do some like things that I did find annoying about SMT4, because the way that battles happen in SMT4 is that there'll be like an enemy that will appear on the map, and then like if you run to them, you battle them. But the annoying thing is they just keep on spawning infinitely. So I think Apocalypse changed that so they don't spawn infinitely. So I'm like, thank God. It was just really annoying, like running to a battle like every 2 seconds. It's like when I'm just trying to like get from like one place to the other. It's like, or explore. It's like, for fuck's sake. I have them in physical format, just haven't played them. Oh shit, damn. Gotta get on that. But I got the digital version on my 3DS. I still have do have my 3DS. I can literally play it at any time, but if I really feel the itch. But I want it on a modern console, so I want to play it on my big ass TV. I want to see all the pixels. Give them to me. I think the resolution for the 3DS isn't that high. Because I do remember, like, some people that are really into Animal Crossing, they went from that to playing PSP, and they're like, oh my god! Because they were playing, like, Binding of Isaac on the PS Vita. And, like, the quality's so good versus the fucking, like, scummy-ass 3DS. Right. You have a 3DS, but no games? Oh, good news! Apparently it's really easy to crack your 3DS and get all the games you ever wanted, so... Or so I heard. I've like never looked into it to myself, but apparently it's really easy to do that, so... Apparently you could have all the games you'd ever want. If it still works. I think that was a thing at like the end of the 3DS's lifetime. Everyone was like, oh good news, it's really easy to crack this thing and get all the games you ever wanted. So... Be back in a moment, sure. I'll be here. For at least a little bit. Actually, how long have I been streaming for? What? Sausages. Almost 3 hours. Jeez, I feel like it. Goodness. I've been having a blast. Oh, to be fair, like a lot of the streams I'm like usually like drawing constantly, and it's like it's really like taxing on the hand. So, but with that bath we were also making earlier, I wasn't really drawing that much. So it was not that difficult, to be honest. Yeah, but I'm really glad that came out. It looks really good. So. It's like when it like just works, it's like, ooh, nice. What's for lunch? Well, it's 3 in the morning right now, so To be fair, I might like have something before I end up like having a nap again, but actually, yeah, I probably gonna have something to eat soon. Because I think it's like my friend from France. He gets on from work. He wants to play games. He always gets on at like 5 in the morning, my time. So. And yeah, I've just got like a bunch of like frozen meals that I like scored from work for free, so I'd be just like eating them. Yeah, because where I work, they usually they specialize in like weight loss meals for the most part, and usually those aren't like good enough for like a guy for me because I'm a bit of a bigger guy. I'm not big as in like fat, but I'm like over 6 foot tall, so. So it's like I'll eat one and it's like, oh, I'm hungry again in like an hour. But the ones I've been eating, it's like they're not too bad. Surprisingly decent. Maybe they like up their recipes or something in recent years. Maybe. Who's to say? Your stick, you mean? Yeah. No, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I've got a little bit of a gut, but I'd say I'm like fairly skinny. I mean, I think it's like because like I think my dad was like pretty skinny, so if anything, it's metabolism. Because I remember when I was a kid, I was very skinny to the point where I think my parents thought I was what's that? What's the condition where you're like really skinny, you can't like put it on any weight? It's not bulimic. Oh, it's anorexic, right? Yeah, my parents thought I was anorexic, so I was extremely skinny when I was younger, when I was a kid. Okay, so I want to make his elbow sharp. Anorexic? Yeah, that's like when you're like really skinny. And that's like a condition that like some girls have. Like they'll get obsessed with like losing weight to the point where like they just like keep on like losing weight over and over again. Where like they literally like won't, ingest like have the proper nutrients to actually like keep themselves like healthy. And they'll be constantly like sick and like not able to like support their own weight and this and that, so yeah, not good. Yeah, but for me, I was just like fucking. I just couldn't put on any weight because I was like, my metabolism hadn't kicked in yet, or was like just, or just genes or whatever. I don't know. Because I remember hearing like a similar story, but kind of like a reverse story from a podcast of like there's a bigger guy on there, like a bigger like a thicker guy, like more of a fat guy. But I remember he was like, yeah, I remember from school, like all my friends were like eating pizza and like Coke all day, and they were like skinny as hell. And for me, I was like having a salad, and I was like fat. So, so it could purely be genes. Who's to say? So I'm gonna skip this song. It's a bit that Sega chip is kind of like. It's a bit grating. I'd rather not. Hear that tin can. But yeah, this is like the usual boring stuff I'm doing, so Slowly draw, slowly draw. It's kind of crazy when it's like an effect, like something like vomiting. It's like no problem, but when it's like a character like moving from like one place to the other, it takes forever. Right. Also, I might need to take off my jacket soon as well. It's getting a little bit warm. Because I think here in Australia it's been like relatively cold, but it's like been like warming up a little bit. So I think it was like last week we had like a few sunny days. Because I'm like usually wearing like my winter gear, because when I head off to work it's like usually like 10 PM. So it's usually quite cold. And then when I go home in the morning, the sun's up. There's been a few times where I've like gone home and it's like, wow, I can see the sky, what the hell? No clouds? What's going on? Though I think it's usually around about that time that the seasons change. I think it's usually about August here when it starts warming up again. And we're getting pretty close, so. Let's see. Oh, no, probably won't. Yeah, okay. Made that a bit too high. Yeah. Okay, that looks alright.
Hey, thanks for letting me stay in your tent, you guys. I really appreciate.
Okay, so I want to add the shading. If anything, I'm gonna make this like next to it so I can check, and I'll move it later. Just so I keep like the shade on like the oh yeah, the shading, just like the shadow, like relatively close to its counterpart. Not like one for one. It can like shift a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect, but get some kind of like idea of like where it's supposed to be, right? Oh, excuse me. Ugh. Yeah, so this part like relatively, doesn't take too long. I just like find like when I'm doing the in-betweens. Because I have to draw the character, then I have to draw the character's shadow, and I have to do that every time. So that's like where the like real long part happens. Yeah, because I'm not sure like how like a lot of people some other people do shadows. Because I've seen some like what are they called? They're like where you take the footage and like speed it up to show the process. I've seen a few of those where some people animate, and they'll animate the character, but then they'll like add the shadows like later on after they've fully animated the character. So I'm not sure if it's like more beneficial. Actually, let's play some stuff, shall we? I was like mid-play. I think I like ended it. I think I ended the stream when I was like mid-playing that one. So. Yeah, I'm not entirely too sure. Like everything I've always done, animation and art. I'm like self-taught, so even the way I just do stuff is the way I've kind of like figured it out by just like messing around with practice. So there may be like way better things to do, things than what I'm doing. It's just that the way it works that I figured it out, so. And hey, it works, so. But then again, I have like seen some people like, you know, to do Photoshop, and then they'll zoom in and get like the real like nitty gritty details. So I guess like it's not like the strangest thing in the world. So the way I go about things. Do I want? Let's do a little bit of a shadow here, just a tiny bit. Yeah, just so it doesn't disappear completely. Yeah.
Okay, so
now we just do in-betweens, shall we?
Hey, thanks for letting me stay in your tent, you guys. I really...
I might actually be able to actually like trace all these mouths. Actually, I might just redo them. It's fine. I mean, when did I... Can I find out when I actually made this scene originally? Can I? How do I view properties? Yeah, properties. When did I make this? Created. Oh, so I originally made this scene like 2 years ago, 14th of March 2024. Oh no. This is animation that I did 2 years ago. That guy sucked. Yeah, probably would be worth actually like, just redoing it. Then probably be better in the long run.
Thanks for letting... Thanks for...
I still do want to do that. I still want to whip it up, but like same kind of idea, but yeah, I'll just do it again. It's fine. We'll do it live. Oh goodness! Oh, we're not on the nap. Ay, ay, ay. This always happens on early Saturdays. I always find this happens. I always get like very tired. Cause like my work is like very physical. I'm like always on my feet a lot. So by the time the weekend rolls around, I like get up. It's like, yeah, time to do stuff. And then like an hour later, it's like, yeah, but just go back to bed. And then I'll get up again. And I'm like, what if I went back to bed again? So it might also be because like I'm at home and just like my bedroom like right there is just so very tempting. Versus where I'm at work. I need to work. The job that needs to be done. So I always thought if I ever like work from home, it'd be quite difficult. Just the temptation of like just being able to just go back to sleep at any point in time would be too tempting. I think it was like I heard like a similar story of somebody that apparently they were very close to their work, but then they went to a different workplace. And somebody was like, oh, how come you like switch jobs? And like, yeah, just having my work was too close was like, you know, I need something further away. I need to get away from home. So, similar idea. I really like that worried kanji design. Right. Yeah, because he's kind of like, yeah, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. But he's kind of like a bit like, not too sure at the same time. Right. Did I do... Hang on. there we go. Or the kind of like bashful thing. It's like, oh, thanks, guys. Right. Similar idea. Oh, shucks. You shouldn't have. For me? Little old me? Right. Yeah, and as well, like, taking this from comic form to animated form, I have found I'm like directing this a bit. Because you are like, you know, dictating like how the characters move around and when they move around, so it's kind of like trying to like elevate the process. Going from there. Because I remember I actually saw some people that did... Oh, actually, I'm not sure if it's on YouTube anymore, but... It was apparently like a live version portrayal of the comic. But what they were doing, they were just like standing in the pose of the comic and then just like reading their lines. So it's like they weren't taking any like interpretation of like how the characters should move around. They were just like standing like standing in the pose of like what they were in the comic, and they're just like saying the words from the comic. Just having like zero creativity. It's like, oh, I see. Interesting. But I guess if you want to be faithful to the source material, but I think that's taken a bit too far, right? It's not that the original creator is going to come out and be like, hey man, it should be fine. Like, I'm actually not sure if Sapphire, the original dub creator, or if Gigi, the original comic creator, has actually seen my cartoons. I'm assuming so, but I think I was actually trying to get in contact with Sapphire at some point, and she didn't respond. So, but to be fair, a lot of her social media is, if anybody asks anything about anything Persona related, she just ignores it completely. So it could also be that. Because I think she's like trying to like do her like own like original like her own unique like stuff now, and anything about her past work, she's like, yeah man, that's like cringe, man. So, and I get it. I mean, any of my older cartoons that I try to watch, I'm like, don't look, it's cringe. Right. Even that other cartoon I was trying to show off before was like, I had to stop it. Because I'm like, no. It hurts me to watch. And I guess that happens with like any art form, with like any kind of artist. You always like any kind of like old work. You're like, I'm so much better now. Because I think it was like the Mega 64 guys that were talking about their old show they used to make for cable TV, and they're like, yeah, don't watch the first season, it's really bad. And I got their box set, their Blu-ray master box set, which has like all their episodes of everything they've ever made, more or less. And I found their original show like very endearing, like very interesting to watch. But I guess they'd be like, yeah, we're not watching this shit. This shit sucks. So I get it. Yes. But yeah, even part 1's getting to a point where it's kind of like, alright. Like, it's not really getting to that point, but there's like so many like nitpicks I can like see. Because the way that I used to animate things is that I used to use a lot of smears, and what smears are, they're kind of like the smearing of motion in between frames. You see a lot of it in like old like Nickelodeon cartoons, old Cartoon Network shows. And I was more or less using it as a crutch to be like, hey, I don't have to really animate much. Right. It was more or less taking 2 frames to start off, start a motion, putting a smear in between, and then using 2 more frames at the end to slow down. So I essentially just had to draw 5 drawings for every single motion. And yeah, just seeing a lot of that was, it's kind of like, ugh. Nowadays it's kind of like, ugh. But these days I'd only use a smear if I really had to, so. Versus then where I was using it for everything, no matter what it was, so. So characters were whipped by at line speed for every single motion, no matter what it was. Right. Actually, how am I going to shape this? But yeah, I'm going to smear this a little bit. I was talking about that, but yeah, his hand is supposed to come in like really fast, so otherwise I wouldn't do it otherwise, so. Yeah, I want his finger to like trail behind, so. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like whipped by kind of fast. Because what was the original one I did for that? Yeah, so I had a similar idea with the original one, so you can see. It's kind of similar. I do agree with that one. Having the eyes kind of like over there a bit faster. Let's do that. So they kind of move a bit more quickly and then slow down. Not that it really matters too much, but I guess, you know, the way you see like eye movements in like real life, it's not something you really pay attention to, but the way like people's eyes move is that like they'll like move very quickly. They'll start off very quickly and then kind of slow down a tiny bit at the end. So.
Thanks a
Not that I'm trying to be like real life accurate or anything, this is just a cartoon, but hey man. Oh yeah, I want to add shading, right? Yeah, I'm gonna forget every frame, aren't I? Yep. That's what's gonna happen. Because I don't usually add shading, so I'm gonna forget every time. Yeah, I don't really feel too tired right now. I might have to have a coffee actually, once I eat again. But yeah, I drank all my energy drink and it's gone. 500 milliliters. No longer here. Yeah, but I think it's like usually when I wake up, whenever I work on stuff before I go to work, I'll have a coffee. I'll eat and have a coffee, and then like an hour later I'll have a second coffee, so it gives me a little bit more energy and also helps me out for work as well, so. Because I think it was on Friday when I was at work. I had like a lot of energy. I was like zipping around all over the place. And I think like the other guy that was also doing like the same job I was doing, but he was doing it for like the opposite side of the factory that I was doing. He was like moving around very slowly, and I was like waiting for him. I'm like, come on, man, you're gonna like move the same speed as me. I'm like, come on, step it up, man. But I get it. There have been some times where I'm like, I have like zero energy. I'm like, bleh. Days where I'm like, I'm just like, fuck it, man, can't be asked. Can't be bothered. Okay. Actually, let me color that in. Yeah, just so I don't miss it by accident. Yeah, let's do that with here as well. This is the right color, right? It is. Good. Let's go with here as well. That'd be really unfortunate if I didn't color these things in properly. That's never ever happened. I've never released a full cartoon where I forgot to color in a frame. That's never happened. Right? That's totally happened. I think it was actually with part 3, there is like a frame. It was like a flicker where like I forgot to like color in a character properly, and it's like, ah, crap! It's like I can't undo it now. It's live. It's in the video. It's like, ugh. Oh dear. Terrible. Because I usually like watch all my scenes like back to check. Just in case. Make sure everything looks good, but I guess I must have missed it. Oh well, what can you do? You guys getting like surprisingly warm. Take this jacket off. I'm stuck. Yeah, it might also be because I'm like huddled on like the corner of my apartment. I'm also on the 2nd floor as well, so that probably doesn't help. Because I think I was, after working yesterday, I went for a little bit of a room around my local plaza, and this plaza is 3 stories tall. And there's not too many things on like the 3rd floor that I was like looking for, but I was like, yeah, I'll go up there anyway, just have a little look. And the second I went on the 3rd floor, I'm like, God, it's so warm up here, holy shit. Versus where outside it was like, you know, very cold. There were like people working on the 3rd floor that had like t-shirts on, and it's like, oh, okay, I get it. I understand. Heat rises and all that. Yeah, I gotta go back and like a lot of these scenes and add the text, add the speech bubbles at some point. I usually don't want to do that too much because like it takes forever and it's like the most boring part. But it actually doesn't take forever. It doesn't take that long. But it's just not that interesting to me. So. It's like just adding text and then tweeting it. It's like not interesting. To me personally. But it has to be done, so eventually I gotta go back and do that. Yeah, but if anything, streaming around about this time in this day, I might make it like a semi-regular thing. Because I'm like usually so busy during the weekend, I usually don't have much time to like do much. Versus now where I'd probably be drawing anyway. It'd be a good idea like just to go live, so. The only annoying thing is like, because when I'm usually drawing, I'm like usually like watching something on the side, and I can't really do that on YouTube anyway. So, because then they'd be like, yeah, that's ours. Copyright strike. Goodbye channel. So. Yeah, I'm sure it wouldn't like come down to that, but. I know some people like get like very defensive about like any use of their content, so like that's mine. Don't. Even though I'm uploading it to somebody else's platform, it's mine. Just like, God, the day that YouTube goes down. Christ almighty. That's gonna be crazy. I'm sure that YouTube's not going to be around forever, but it's going to be very interesting the day that it does. Whenever that'll be. Hopefully it's not going to happen for a while, but someday it will. I think a lot of people, they do have like backup plans like that in case, like, you know, worst comes to worst. Because I think some people, they survive on YouTube via like, you know, ad endorsements or sponsorships or however they can. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like even some people like this have like pretty much solely dedicate themselves to a platform. They're like, yeah, I have like a plan. Like, you know, I'm gonna go to this other platform in case this one goes down, so. Because even there's been some people that like, that I knew that exclusively streamed to Twitch, for example. And then there was a bunch of things that Twitch did that they disagree with. And they were like, oh, I'm going to YouTube now, so. To be fair, it was like literally like the next logical place to go, but I guess it's always good if there's that backup, but man, I'm not even sure where I'd upload my stuff if like YouTube went down. I guess like maybe upload like as much as I could to like to Twitter. Because if you subscribe to Twitter, you can like you have like unlimited upload capacity, right? I'm not sure if I want to give mine to Twitter, but it might come to that. I guess it'd be like no different than YouTube Premium, which I already have, so. Similar idea, I guess. Because I think the only reason I got YouTube Premium because like you get ads like crazy when you're on phone. Because I remember, what was it when Top Gun Maverick was coming out? I remember I was getting ads for that like crazy when I didn't have YouTube Premium. It was getting insane to the point where I could like more or less like quote the trailer word for word. And I was like, alright, enough of this. I'm done. I'm sick. I've seen this like Top Gun Maverick ad like 1 billion times. I don't want to see it anymore. So I got YouTube Premium for that. I think I had it for like a year. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I don't need YouTube Premium anymore. It's alright. I can deal with the ads. But then I was getting way more ads than ever before. It was crazy. So unless there's something in their marketing. maybe you just get flooded with ads, so you have to get it again. I wonder. See, like, this is too much. Because I'm like, it can't be that bad, but yeah, it was bad. So. It was not cool. Yeah, and I think like with when watching YouTube on phone, you get way more ads than even like watching it on like smart TVs or PC. Yeah, and it's good for as well, just like putting like on a video on in the background on a smart TV when I'm like just like, you know, doing the dishes or like just doing whatever. So. Or reading. I find I like do like more than often whenever I read. I'll have like a video on the background, just like somebody like playing a game, but like it'll be like very low volume to the point where I can just barely hear it, just so it's like a tiny bit of background noise. So I'm not even really paying attention to whatever they're playing. It's just there to just be a tiny bit of noise. So I'm not sitting there in entire silence. What else was I gonna say? I forget. Yeah, it's probably nothing. But yeah, I think I might need to jump up and make that second coffee soon. Kind of feeling thirsty. It might be that I'm just like dehydrated, but like when you like roof of your mouth gets like really dry, it's like, yeah, I need to drink something. So it's getting like that. Damn, this drum and bass like list has been going for quite a while. How long is this? It's like 43 minutes long. It sounds like it's only been going for 20 minutes. It sounds like it's longer. Jesus. This feels like it's been going on for like 2 hours. It's only been going on for 20 minutes. Crazy. That's insane. Yeah, I really do like this mix. It's really good. Really good. Though I think this video is me with AI, but it's okay, it's fine. I don't really mind. Because I think there's like a bunch of channels that popped up, and like they'll like release like, you know, Mega Man X soundtrack, except it's City Pop, or Chill Mix, or whatever. But there's some kind of like AI way that you can like, that they make it. I'm not sure how, but yeah, it doesn't really matter to me too much. Sounds alright. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, because on YouTube there are like certain degrees of ads you can put on your videos, of how often they run, and it is insane when you try and like watch a video and there's like 2 minutes of ads at the start, then like 5 minutes in, there's another ad, there's another ad, there's another ad. It's like, because I think that was like, my friend sent me like a podcast clip. And it was filled with ads. There was ads all over the place. I'm like, this sucks. Like, fucking, I'm just trying to get context of like this thing that you sent me. I'm just getting bombarded with ads for fucking like painkillers and whatever the fuck else cars. I always found that hilarious, like, whenever there's ads for cars on, like, a service that you pay for. It's like, well, I can't pay for the service to get rid of the ads. How the fuck would I afford a car? Like, fucking, what's the reasoning? How does that make sense? But I guess it's to get into your brain to be like, hey, if you want to buy a car, why don't you consider us? Right. And at the end of the day, like, you know, cars have got like all the money in the world to run ads, so. Because I remember back in the day, back in my day, it used to be like, depending on the program, what kind of ads they'd run. Because I remember my school, they made us do a investigation on this. They'd get us to, you know, watch a program and then diagnose whatever ads are playing during the ad breaks. And for some reason I decided to choose the news. I'm not sure why, but I remember like literally every ad break there was a car ad, so. But yeah, I remember the worst was like whenever you'd watch a certain network, and because when the network runs ads for its own programming, they don't have to pay anybody, obviously. So I remember the worst was whenever you're watching like a network, they're trying to like promote something, but you just get that ad like every like 1 or 2 ad breaks. It's like, oh my god, get this out of here. I can't wait for this thing to run so I don't have to see this ad anymore, right? I remember that's what it used to be like. Can't wait for the show to premiere so I don't have to fucking see this ad for it anymore. I do remember, I can't remember what network it was, but I remember there was like a show they were promoting like crazy. It was supposed to be like a pirate show, but it was more or less Survivor, but with pirates. And I remember every single time it was like, the pirates are coming! They were trying to hype it up so much. And I think it was the first episode premiered and like nobody watched it, and then like the whole entire series got cancelled, so fucking hilarious. Like nobody gave a shit. And they just ran 1 episode and that was done. Hilarious. Yeah, but I think it was like specifically, I think I was like at my auntie's place and there was like nothing to do, so I was like just watching Cartoon Network all day. And just like watching like the same like Pokemon ad, like whatever it was, just like over and over and over and over again. It's like, oh my god. It's like, yeah. Just watching this, obviously this ad they'd made themselves, just watching like the Pikachu like slowly tween across the screen. It's like, someone kill me now. To be fair, I could have watched anything else, but I'm like, I watched Ed and Eddie and Dexter's Lab and Johnny Bravo and whatever else was on. I reckon I might make this the last frame. Yeah, because it's getting close to 4. It's almost 4 AM. Do you know where your kids are? For the last time? No! I think that must have been like a thing in America. I don't think we ever had that in Australia. To be fair, like I think I was like, you know, watching TV after like that whole like teen rebellion thing was a thing. But I think like during like the late 90s or like even like early 90s, less kids were staying at home, they were going out and partying and drinking and etc etc. So that became a whole thing. It's 11 AM. 11 PM, do you know where your kids are? Or whatever. This is a subtle like nod to the parents to be like, hey man, your kids at home, they probably snuck out. Or whatever. Maybe you should call them up and see what they are. Well, I guess this was probably like even before like before cell phones, mobile phones, cell phones. So it would be extremely difficult to do that. God, I do remember that though. Just trying to like get a hold of my friends. The only way was to call their house. And if they weren't there, tough shit. Jeez, I think it was like borderline like autistic levels of me doing that. Just like calling my friend's house like every like 15 minutes. See if it was there or not. Yeah, I do remember, I'm not sure, I must have been like really young, probably like 7, 8 years old or something like that. I remember just like calling like my one friend's house, they're like, we're really just like, you know, just chatting and whatnot, just like, you know. Because I'm not sure if we ever like just call each other just to have a chat, but it must have been maybe we were like planning something. And I think I called my friends, and then when we hung up, I thought it'd be funny to call him again. And then he was like, oh yeah, that's pretty funny. And then when he hung up, I called him again. And again. And again. And again. To the point where they stopped like picking up the phone. Not sure why. He must have got really annoyed. Or maybe their parents, their whole house all got really annoyed. That dumb kid of yours calling us again. That dumb friend of yours. Jeez. Or like prank calling. Is prank calling a thing anymore? Not really, because you can like you get somebody else's number, you can just immediately call them back, right? Unless you know a way around that. Because it used to be like when you'd call somebody, you just pick up the phone, and if there was somebody else that wanted to remain anonymous, they would, so... But yeah, I think there was like one time where my parents went out, and it was like me and my friend with the other ones there at my place, and I was like, it would be really funny if we like pranked call a bunch of people. And that's when phone books also used to be a thing, so of course the classic, going to any person with the last name Wall. Is Mr. Wall there? Is Mrs. Wall there? Are there any walls there? Then what's keeping your roof up? Or whatever, however that went. Me and my friend think it was so funny. Actually, how would that work if their last name is Wall? I don't think we ever thought that through. Wouldn't they be like, yep, Mr. Wall, that's me? I don't think we thought that through quite clearly. Oh goodness. I'm full of cookies and milk, I want to explode. Oh goodness, Jesus. I could imagine. I think there was a time where I was like buying like donuts and milk. And I was like, yeah, these go great together. And then like eating the whole entire packet of donuts and drinking all the milk. I'd be like, why did I do this to myself? Right. It's like, what have I done? It does remind me of, I saw a post on Twitter. Somebody bought a whole packet of spaghetti, because obviously, you know, you buy a whole entire packet. And they're like, I'm an adult, I can eat the whole entire packet of spaghetti if I want, and I will. And they're like, I've ate all the spaghetti, I now have the regretty. Because I think you only want to have like half, and that's enough. 7 the full thing. It's like, ugh. No good. Exactly how I feel right now, right? I got the regretty. It's like, what have I done? Why'd I do this? Goodness. Speaking of things exploding, I reckon I might jolt this last frame because hand's getting a little bit sore. And what time is it now? Yeah, it's almost 4. Because I reckon my friend will be online soon if we want to play a game, so... As he does. Because I think it's still 2 versus 8 for Dead by Daylight, right? I think. I'm pretty sure. Get my main man Chucky going. Sneak up on some fools. Hell yeah. From a certain angle, it looks like Phoenix, right? Yeah, I can see that. With like the hair. The slicked back hair. Yeah, I've actually been debating on playing through Ace Attorney 2. Because I've played through like the start of Ace Attorney 2, but I never finished it. And I think I've finished Ace Attorney 1 like 2 times? No, I think I watched somebody play through Ace Attorney 1, then I did it myself. That must have been when it was, yeah. But I did like how Ace Attorney 2 started. He like wakes up and he has amnesia. He's like, because obviously like he's a versed attorney at this point, so. And then he's like, what do I do again? So obviously for people that like jump into it, they don't know how to play, so. If they happen to start with number 2. So I always found that quite amusing. Okay. Yeah, it's green, right? Green. Where's the jury? Making jury duty. I do love that parody that Speedo made. Very good. Excellent. I think it was actually the Ace Attorney community got like really upset with that parody because they're like, that's not how Edgeworth is supposed to act. It's like, duh, because it's a parody. Obviously. What'd you expect? No, I wanted him to act exactly how he does in the original context. I want drama and no jokes. How dare you add comedy into your comedy cartoon? Terrible. Alright, we can all do it. Excellent. So then he kind of starts to move.
Hey, thanks for letting.
So I just could add the extra
Hey,
frames in the end
thanks
of
for
this, but I'll worry about that later. So I'll slowly chip away at this over the next week or next week. Well, it depends if I work on this anymore this this weekend or not, but we'll see. Yeah, and if I do, I probably won't stream it, or I might. Hey, you never know. People take things very seriously. Well, it might also be like if you're like very invested in things and something you want to like defend it at all odds, but probably doesn't help that like Ace Attorney is a bit niche as well. So it's my thing. No, how dare you? No, don't touch. It's mine. Right. But yeah, cheers for watching if you're here. I appreciate it. And I'll save this. And I'll catch you next time. Oh, ouch. Until then, goodbye.